Factsverse presents Photos captured before it all went wrong. With smartphones and tablets all over the place, most people are amateur photographers nowadays. Now, there are times that an amateur photo captures a moment of pure magic, and this can be a disaster about to happen or a close shave that didn't happen. And we have 14 photos of near disasters and other breathtaking moments to shock, surprise, or delight you. Alligator standoff. The officer was in the process of pulling a suspect over when the alligator snuck up on him. At this point, the suspect was no longer a priority. The officer held the gator at gunpoint while the creature just stared at him for 20 minutes. When the gator decided to walk away, the suspect made good his escape. Coulrophobia. Coulrophobia is a relatively uncommon disorder. It's an abnormal and unreasonable fear of clowns. Well, now this baker had a handful of sweet-looking pastries when he ran into a clown dressed for the occasion. In shock and fear, the baker made his escape, and all the pastries were lost. Safe without seatbelt. You'd expect the seatbelt to protect in case an accident happens. In this case, not wearing a seatbelt turned out to be a lifesaver. Nigel Corner survived a brutal crash because he was not belted in when the crash occurred. He was ejected from the somersaulting Ferrari and ended up being safe. We're not really recommending you do that, though. The Python Whisperer. The giant Burmese python can swallow humans for breakfast. Apparently, the woman in this picture has a secret that we don't know anything about, or she's a python whisperer. She went for a swim with this huge python and emerged unscathed. Alligators, run for your lives! A fun boat ride turned into a near nightmare when the guide discovered they were in the middle of a gator-filled swamp. He yelled at the tourists to vote with their feet, and they all did. The thing is, the guide appeared more terrified than the tourists that he was guiding. It's not surprising, because he definitely knows more about those gators than his tourists do. Granny and the Gator. Speaking of gators, here's a photo way up there for sheer shock effect. A fearless granny has an alligator bedded down in the swamp, and the gator doesn't appear to be arguing with her. The gator even peeked up and got caught in a photo before slipping away peacefully. Too close for comfort. A car race ended unexpectedly when one of the cars almost crashed into spectators. The car in question landed only 5 feet from a few women watching the race. The car hit a rock, somersaulted, and landed in a heap. Fortunately, no one was hurt in the crash. One man's roving eye. His roving eye almost cost him an eye. Apparently, the man in this photo loves pretty women, and he enjoyed ogling a particular female. He kept looking at the beautiful lady until he hit his head on a pole. From the images on the photo, he got himself a black eye for his efforts. Surfing with a shark. Apparently, Seth is a really brave guy. On the other hand, maybe he's just reckless. He knew a shark was around, but he chose to go surfing anyway. The shark appeared from its hiding place and sniffed around Seth for a few minutes. Well, the shark swam away. Seth decided not to push his luck. He took a long vacation from surfing after this incident. A timely ejection. His aircraft was about to crash at an air show, but nobody in the audience knew it. This smart pilot took evasive action and ejected from his plane seconds before the crash. The spectators thought that it was part of the show and they applauded the pilot. The photographer captured it all in a breathtaking photo. Titanic roleplay. This couple felt that it was a great idea to reenact the iconic scene from Titanic. They stood at the deck and held out their arms like the couple in the movie. Suddenly, a seagull swooped down and took a nip at the woman's nose. The couple found the scene amusing and did not bear the adventurous seagull any grudges. Cruel stingray joke. The woman in this photo believed her husband was holding a vicious stingray to her back. Of course, he wasn't, and the woman was not in danger. However, a smart photographer captured the emotions on her face, and these photos became very popular. No sports when you wear glasses. If you ever get hit by a ball when you're wearing glasses, you know it's not cool to wear glasses and play soccer or basketball. The frames and the glasses become weapons and your skin bears the brunt. This is what happened to the woman in this photo. Hopefully she won't wear glasses on the basketball court in the future. Cargo overboard. This cargo ship came pretty close to capsizing. At some point, we thought that all the containers would end up in the water. Fortunately, that didn't happen. Still, 4 of the containers did land in the water, and this created some incredible photos. Subscribe for more!